Hi, everyone. John here at PT. Dan with Sandler Training. PT Ask Dan. How are we, Dan?
I am Dan with Sandler. Good to see you,
Yes,
John.
I'm glad you know who you are. That's
I have to
very
read my name at the bottom of my screen.
right. Very comforting to me. Very comforting. So, I want to talk about the concept of the inverted pyramid when it comes to the types of information you cover and its importance. So it comes from news reporters, and it started actually out of the Civil War, where they would get a few seconds on a telegraph. They never knew when they were going to get booted. So they pushed out everything that was really important, really impactful first. And then if they had more time, they got to the other side. So there's that concept of when you're in front of somebody, in order to garner attention and get everybody on the right page, sometimes you want to invert the pyramid and really spend time on something that's going to be most impactful out of the gate. So can you talk a little bit about that approach and how it applies in the sales environment?
First of all, I was trying to figure out what in the world is an inverted triangle, pyramid, whatever. So just goes to show you, you don't have to be brilliant to be great in sales. All
There
right.
you go.
So,
Yes.
so, so here's what happens a lot of times, and we see it. I have salespeople do it to me. I'm sure they do it to you.
Yep.
They show up and they throw up. Hey, let me tell you a little bit about my company. Those are code. That's code for. Let me take the next 30 minutes and just share with you everything we do, who we've worked with, what are blah
Yep.
blah 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 blah, and who cares? At the end of the day, the prospect is only concerned with, do I, the prospect, have a problem
Yep.
that you can fix? Everything else you do, that's great. Thank you for sharing with me. But frankly, I don't really care about it. I mean, imagine if you went into a dentist and you go, my tooth hurts. And the dentist takes the first 20 minutes and tells you where they went to school and what kind of x-ray equipment they use and what the little squirty thing that shoots the water out, what that's like
Yep.
and how often they have to clean that. And who cares? Just fix my tooth.
Yep. Get to what matters and get there quickly.
Ask questions rather than state whatever it is you want to state. That's the whole key right there. And you'll get very specific very fast.
Yep. And so much of what we talk about all the time comes back to just that. Ask great questions, be insightful, ask more questions.
Yeah, and if I could throw one more thing in,
Yep.
John, where we still make mistakes is we find out what the problem is, and then in our quote, proposal, presentation, solution, we show how we're going to solve that, and
Yep.
then we tell them all the other stuff we do again. And it's like,
Yeah.
so the saying goes, sell today, educate tomorrow. Get them as a customer today based on what they need.
Yep.
Tomorrow, they'll find all the other stuff that you can do.
Gives you the opportunity to do all those other things. You got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right, everybody. See you again tomorrow.
Have fun.